What is up, guys? The Buran here today with another fantastic deck, and we are in expanded week, which means we're gonna have 5 expanded decks this week. And what a deck to kick off. Really close to what you would at a certain point expect, both Sword and Shield, right? So if you're playing a standard format, from this deck to the Sword and Shield, there are many similar strategies, there are many similar things that are happening, and definitely this puts this deck right there on the map, and it's really good in standard and in expanded format. So this card doesn't need any introduction whatsoever. It's Pikachu full blitz, amazing attacker, 150 attack, and you're charging your bench Pokemon with 3 energies. So the main strategy is going to be of this deck to not really put a 6 energy on a Pikachu and Zekrom, but we will be putting those 3 from Full Blitz on the bench, either Pikachu or a Choo-Choo, which means that we will still have an attacker, even if someone is going to like play Guzma, play Custom Catcher, Great Catcher, knock out our Pikachu, we still have the benched one. So let's take a look at the deck and let's go card by card. So starting we are playing 1 Dedenne for the Dead to Change, of course, a great discarding tool for those early turns, where you do really want to have a lot of energy, at least there's 2 energies in a discard pile to bring them back with Tapu Koko Prism to later use some energy switches. Then we have, of course, 2 Pikachu and Zekroms, 1 Choo-Choo, and what is really important is that if you have 5 energies underneath it, you can GX for 250 damage without even electro power, which is amazing for the Sword and Shield format, but also in the expanded it's really a nice attack, plus tandem shock, 160 if you put it from the bench, and it paralyzes, which is really nice. Then we've got, of course, 1 Tapu Koko Prism, 1 Tapu Koko GX, where in standard you will have the Tapu Koko V in here. Then we got Tapu Koko GX Aero Trail, fantastic ability, great attacks, great damage output. 2 Zapdoses with Thunderous Assault, 1 Zeraora, 2 Geratris, and one of my favorites, Phione. That's one of those cards that not everyone expects to come in play, and when you're discarding a lot of stuff, it's easy target, I know, but at the same time you want to use that Whirlpool Suction to change your opponent's active Pokemon, and it really does help in those tight spots, especially if you're playing against any deck that utilizes let's say what it is, forgot the name, not a but a Charm, right? Electric type Charm on the Fairy type. Then we have 36 trainer cards, and we do have 4 electro powers with 3 energy switches, 1 max elixir. Here you can play 2, I just own 1 only. 3 nest balls with playset of Pokegears 3.0 to get the support that we need at the time. 4 switches, yes, a lot of switches, because we will need, because I don't want to rely on the Zeraora, right? Sometimes Zeraora is not even going to see play. You don't want to rely on that. Then we have 4 Ultra Balls to actually get to where we want to. You can go, of course, play electromagnetic radars here, but I went with Ultra Ball just for the sake of it's expanded. But yeah, you would like to go electromagnetic radar here in standard format, definitely. 2 Versus Seekers with 1 Thunder Mountain, and we've got, well, 1 Escape Board as well. Those are our trainer cards, and those are item cards. And then we got supports, which are 2 Guzmas, 3 Judges, 1 Sycamore, 3 Volkners, and 12 energy. So definitely a nice setup over here that will definitely help you get to where we need. So let's save this deck and let's play those games. So we went, as we were playing this deck on stream, we went literally almost undefeated today. We only lost 1 game with this deck, and then I switched to the different deck, as you can see, Spread, that we will talk about definitely tomorrow, when I'm going to test it a little bit more, because again, it's good to be back with Spread decks. So do you want to go first or do you want to go second? Actually, going first is not bad, and I think you should try going first even more, just so you can actually prepare for the rule change. But if you go second, it's all good, it's all fine. You can attack your turn 1, so there's not really a good and bad way of going, right? So first, second, it's all good. Here we're going second, and well, I'm starting with Phione, because I do need that Coco on my bench. We got a Volkner, we've got a Nest Ball, so we've got some options that we can use here, and it's gonna be good. So my opponent is, well, he's gonna know, he's gonna know what he's facing, definitely. And the Phione might be an interesting touch for him, and might be something that is going to put him out of the game. And we got a Voltorb, so this is going to be a double energy. Probably we've got a Chinchu and we've got a Pikachu, so it's like a weird nuzzle deck, probably. Excuse me, I think this is like a weird nuzzle deck. We got an Oranguru over here. And I kind of realized, like, when you're playing Pikarom in Expanded, you actually, you know, get majority of the time you get paired against those types of decks. I got majority of the day paired against Nuzzle deck for whatever bizarre reason, and only with few different decks. So the matchups are the way they are, but you know, you can always watch that on stream. So let's take a look now at the Chinchu. Energy on Chinchu. Guzma, right? You know, definitely a great idea to play Guzma like that. Chinchu. Scout, and well, passing the turn. So I can actually go and play, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna go and play that Phione. Since this is gonna be, you know, definitely annoying to him, and if he had to, you know, play Guzma, that is, well, he has to play a switch, you know, he has to whiff something else. So we're back to where we were, kind of, at least on his side of the board. So he is now choosing what he's gonna put as an active. And I know I can go for something like Zapdos, for example, and, you know, maybe play Volkner for Ultra Ball, you know, and knock out Voltorb. So there are options for me, but let's take a look what we're gonna get from Pokegear. I got a Guzma, I got another Volkner, so not really something I do need right now. So let's go, let's play that. Let's see what we got. Alright, so I'm gonna go for the Zapdos. I'm gonna go for Energy and Ultra Ball. Right, so we're gonna go for Energy, Ultra Ball. And Ultra Ball, because I know we got it, the Dene, we're gonna go for the Dene, actually. And I will discard this energy, right? I'm not gonna attach. So this is just me thinking that I will actually draw the energy. So let's go, discarding the energy, and, well, we're going for the Dene. Since we have the Dene, you know, that's a nice refreshment of the hand. We kind of, you know, annoyed him a little bit, because he has to now find a way to bring that Chinchu back as an active. And let's take a look, there we go. So we're gonna go play that Nest Ball. Yeah, Pikachu and Zekrom, that's not bad. I mean, I have a Guzma, so I do have ways of doing things. And, well, Volkner, next turn. Done. I mean, I wish we could kind of, you know, hit that Thunder Mountain. That would be really cool, because then I would be able to retreat. But we got a Lantern, so when one of your Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an opponent's active Pokemon, you may move a basic card from energy, and you may discard a lightning type energy from this Pokemon. If you did, okay, it's 140 damage. So yeah, he's gonna be moving a lot of energy. Like, this feels like, you know, something that you would play at the pre-release of Lost Thunder or Celestial Storm, to be quite honest with you, of Celestial Storm. Because those cards are from Celestial Storm, like, not all, but mainly. Okay, so I do have a Guzma. Damn it, energy switch. Okay, so I have a way to actually knock out that Lantern. So I'm gonna go for it. So this is me knocking out the Lantern right now. I'll do using Electro Power. There we go. And Thunder System, that's 110 damage. There we go. So we got a first knockout of the game. He can't move any more energy. And, well, that was really good, right? You know, the fact that we played the way we played. We got a Versus Seeker, so I can bring back Guzma again. I have Tapu Koko, so I can put the energy right there on the Pikarom. I have Volkner, I can go for Switch and energy on Volkner, energy on Pikarom. Then Volkner for Switch and energy, which will definitely help me get another knockout on the Voltorb. I look at my neck now. My neck trick is going to be an annoying piece. Alright, so what is from hand to one of your benched Pokemon. Okay. So is he going to attach it here on the Pikachu? No, on the Zeraora, actually. Right, so he's going to try to go for discharge. Okay, so downsolve the Ancients. I'm still gonna go play Volkner for energy and switch. Right, so switch and energy. So I will have an attachment of the energy right over here. I'm switching, but I will also go for the Choo-Choo. Right, so as I said at the beginning of the video, right, like that's the active Pokemon that you want to have, and now we're just going for the Choo-Choo. There we go, we got Raichu and Raichu, and we're going to put 3 energies on the Raichu and Raichu out of it. So yeah, I think we're in a great position right now. And a full blitz. So we got a knockout, and 3 energies on Choo-Choo. So this also thins out our deck a little bit, so I might actually draw into something I would like to have. And, you know, me putting that energy over here is just playing it a little bit safer. Like, I don't really, you know, want to be overconfident. Let's put it this way, right? Like, even though I could actually put the all 6 energy right here, right, and just use the GX next turn, I don't really want to be that overconfident. I don't want to, you know, get into this weird spot where I'm not sure if I'm not going to get knocked out, if I'm not going to end up without any energy whatsoever on my side of the board. So there we go. Discharge is coming from this Pokemon, right. Okay, we got a paralysis. So Pokegear, Judge. So actually what I'm going to try is I'm going to try to find a switch, because we do have like 3 more switches still, and I did found it. I did actually found it, so I'm going to use it. Alright, so we got a switch, Sycamore for next turn, and a Tandem Shot, because that's all I need. That's why I do play a lot of switches, and you can see I didn't went for Zeraora. We just have those switches, because again, with 4 switches in the deck, even in standard format or expanded, it's really helpful, because you're not always getting that in the Guzma, you're not always getting anything else, and you just have to switch, right, like from paralysis. Because even if I would had Zeraora, you know, from paralysis, it's really hard to come back. And, well, that's Nuzzle, right, so he might actually paralyze me one more time, which, well, we're gonna try not to be paralyzed. And we are. Alright, so he's paralyzing us. It's all good, it's all fine. I've got a Sycamore. So let's play that Sycamore, let's draw 7 cards out of it. 1, 2... And look at that, right? Another switch. There we go. Like, that's why having all those switches is important for that deck. And I'm playing the escape board on the Dene, and that is just in case he would, you know, brought the Dene front. Like, just in case he would, you know, make the Dene as an active. And 1 energy over here on the Pikachu, because now I have 5. This also means that, you know, Thunder Mountain works, and here I have 4, but I do have 1 in my hand, so I can just GX it whenever I want to. But this means that he's only dealing 150 damage, 200 damage right now, so he needs those 20 damage from Electro Power. Or this. So he has a knockout right now with the discharge. But this also means that I do have a knockout with Raichu and Raichu. And we're getting, you know, just closer and closer to the game. Like, I don't think there's anything he can do at this very point in time. Tandem Shock, I don't need to use... Oh, you see, alright, so yeah, that's a huge misplay. So I did thought, I have to remind myself that, you know, Choo-Choo is not attacking for 160 unless he's put as an active in that turn. So that's definitely my hashtag misplay. Press F to pay respect. And, well, I mean, this is not that big of a deal right now, because we are so far ahead. But definitely a notable mistake that should have not happened at all. Like, that should have been a knockout, and, well, that was my mistake. I should have played 2 Electro Powers to do that. But I don't think he can come back from it. So I don't think there's some comeback from that. There's no discarding special energy, so... Alright, that's a retreat. Okay, so Guzma. And Thunder's Assault for the knockout. I mean, I can get rid of this, you know, Zapdos, it's all good, you know, that's only one prized card. We got a Versus Seeker, so I'm gonna bring back Guzma, and I can just bring back, you know, Choo-Choo and knockout. Staffel with Choo-Choo. Because there's no way he can actually put 3 energies right now on the Oranguru. It's too late. Right, 2, it's fine, but 3 is not enough. I can even, you know, just use a retreat or a switch. Right. Just so I'm sure I'm gonna knock him out. 250. And that's a game, Let's go and play game number 2. Hopefully we're gonna go and be first. That was an easy matchup, like, not gonna lie, that was, you know, we were favorites from the get-go. We got it, you know, we got a full ladder, you know, we finished the ladder, so that's cool. But yeah, like, that was, you know, definitely one of those matchups that you know you're gonna win, judging by what your opponent has. So let's take a look at the game number 2, and hopefully the game number 2 is gonna be a little bit different. So heads. And also today, we're gonna definitely try Run Terra, if that makes sense. Alright, that's a water type deck. Ooh, that's Rema's favorite. So let's take a look over here. We've got Nero 69 against, well, Mulligan. And I'm again going second. With, I mean, alright. Like, this RNG has to stop at a certain point, because it is... I mean, let's be honest, you know, it's close to impossible to, you know, have almost identical start 2 games in a row. Right, search deck for a trainer card reveal and put it into your hand. Flip a coin if heads 100, like, does 20 more damage. Alright. Like, that is... I mean, really, we got it 2 games in a row, this same start with Phione and the Tapu Koko, but this time only a judge. So you got a Mrs. Determination, discard a card from a card into your deck, hand shuffle. Okay, so judge is gonna be not a bad idea, right? Because he might get the card that he needs in those 8 cards, so we're gonna have to play it. We're gonna have to go and play it. You know, best case scenario would be Zapdos and a Guzma, or if it would draw Zapdos from the top. But of course Lapras is not... Oh, that's a Manaphy EX. Oh right, yeah, like Zapdos would be the play. Or a Nest Ball from the top. Ultra Ball, yeah, Ultra Ball works as well. And it's Zeraora. Okay, so this is Zeraora, which is fine with me. So I'm gonna put energy on Zeraora and a judge. Okay, so I do have a Jirachi. I can play a Nest Ball. I have a Versus Seekers. I can bring stuff back. That's not actually that bad. Alright, so what Manaphy does, Manaphy heals. Right, or each of your Pokemon that has no retreat cost. Okay. Let's play that Phione. So at least it's not gonna get knocked out. We got a Nest Ball for a Pikachu and a Stellar Wish. And Stellar Wish actually for... I'm gonna say for Pokegear. Because even though I have a judge over here, I would love to have something different. Well, and we drew judge out of it. So it is what it is. Done. And again, Phione, grass type weakness, right? Not anymore in standard format post Sword and Shield, which is quite interesting. Of course, we're not playing Star, we're playing Expand, and here grass type is going to be doing this. How? As a drawing power, right? A Yungus. Another Dive Ball. interesting. I mean, I wish I had like a nice spread deck right now in front of me. But this might also mean, okay, that's Luminous Barrier, right, so we need Zapdos. But this means, yeah, exactly, he does not have anything, and he has a Luminous Barrier here in his hand. Judge. There we go. So the Judge worked quite well. Right, max Elixir. So we got Energy. Ultra Ball, and I'm going for the Dene, because I mean I know I actually do have energy right now in this card pile. I've got Tapu Koko. This is going to make room for Zapdos, so I'm all good. Wait, I think we'll go here. I can attack. Alright, so I can attack with Pikachu actually. Right, so Tapu Koko. Energy's gonna go on Pikachu. Here for retreat, but also I'm gonna go for Choo-Choo. And this leaves me room for... as it leaves me room for Zapdos if I want to. And I do have free retreat cost right now, so just a full blitz. Knockout and energy on the Choo-Choo. So 1, 2, 3. So I have 1 energy left in my deck and 1 energy in my hand. So I can't discard any more energy. That's Electro Power, alright. And knowing that he has that Ninetales, I really have to be careful, right? So that's gonna be Ultra Ball for Ultra Ball on Ultra Ball and switch, going for that Zapdos, attaching energy on the Zapdos. And, well, the magic is going to start happening, right? So we got a Lugia EX with Deep Hurricane and 4 energy that's needed. We got Gumshoe's GX. Once you might have your opponent reveal their hand. Sure. 50 more damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Definitely a great idea for the Gumshoe's chance. So I can't really play a lot of energy, right? So this 3 is enough. Like, not putting any more energy. And he's going to go Evo Soda on... well, next turn on Ninetales. So let me just get that Zapdos, because we do need that basic attacker. Alright, energy on Zapdos. Versus Seeker, and well, I'm gonna go and play a Judge. I have to play Disruption. He went for that Evo Soda. I have to be disruptive. I have to play that Disruption over here. And look at that, we got a Guzma, we've got 2 Electro Powers, some energy switching. That's actually not that bad. So I'm going to play that energy switch on Zeraora. And full blitz. And last energy also on Zeraora. So... and a third energy that can go on Zeraora as well. Great. So in all honesty, that's 3, that's 9, 10 energy. So 2 more energies are in prize cards, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10. Yeah, so 2 more in prize cards. And even if he's going to go for that Ninetales, we do have those options. And even though next turn I can just go and play Guzma on Lugia EX, use Electro Power on the Choo-Choo, right? So Choo-Choo, Lugia, Knockout. Okay, he's playing alright. I mean, it doesn't change almost anything. So coins energy from a discard pile, Rotom decks. Yeah, it doesn't change anything for me. I still have energy in my hand, I'm still playing Guzma, so whenever he's gonna, discard, I do have an answer, I do have an option. Okay, from Pikachu. Which we do still have right now, Choo-Choo, right, to attack. And, well, he sees my hand, he played the supporter pattern. And he just knows that, well, this is gonna be interesting. Alright, and a Choo-Choo. There we go. And a nice tandem shock for 190 because we... Oh, yeah, although there was a weakness. I have you see, I should have noticed that. I should have noticed that there was a weakness on the Lugia. But yeah, like, that's a GG. Whatever he's gonna do, you know, I can attack with Pikachu for 200. I can just go with Zapdos. I have a switch in my hand, Electro Power. Even if he's gonna have a Ninetales, right? Yeah, that's just a beacon. That is a GG. I kind of feel bad for my opponent, to be quite honest with you. Because that's turn too late. That's a turn too late. And there's just nothing he can do about it. And Thunderous Assault. So GG, unstoppable Pikachu deck for Expanded. So if you enjoyed that deck, if you like this Expanded week, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. And thank you guys so much for watching the video. Down there below you have a code if you want to get those cards IRL from the TCG player and support the channel. Also a 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak to get those cards online, right? To get the packs online. There's Sword and Shield coming. That's a really good time to get the 5% discount. And well, see you guys live on Twitch. It's Raven Call Session. Goodbye and good night. Raven loves ya. Take care. Bye.